The Power of Full Engagement by Tony Schwartz and Jim Loehr. The ultimate measure of our lives is not how much time we spend on the planet, but rather how much energy we invest in the time that we have. The core idea of the book is performance, health, and happiness are grounded in the skillful management of energy. Lesson number 1, manage your energy, not your time. To perform in life, we need to manage our energy, expand it, and renew it. Time is limited, and everyone gets the same amount of it. Energy, on the other hand, can be expanded and renewed like a muscle. Principle number 1. Engagement requires drawing on 4 separate but related sources of energy: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Think of a pyramid. Physical is the foundation. How well do you feel physically? Without a physical energy, you won't be able to do anything. It is the fundamental energy. It is the base. Do you get enough sleep? Are you eating high quality food? Or do you eat McDonald's and junk food? Do you drink sugary drinks or soda? How well do you feel most of the time? Do you work out on a regular basis? How does your body feel? How's your muscle to fat ratio? The second energy is emotional. How's your emotional life doing? Do you feel positive emotions on a regular basis? Are you emotionally resilient? Or are you negative emotions running the show? Are you chronically stressed out or tired? In order to perform at our best, we must access pleasant and positive emotions: enjoyment, challenge, adventure, and opportunity. Emotions that arise out of threat or deficit, fear or frustration, anger, sadness, have a decidedly toxic feel to them. Emotional energy allows you to react in situations with a broad set of feelings, not just let the world push you around like a leaf in the wind. A good example is being in line at a bank or at a post office and always seeing the people being flustered by the most benign things, like a machine being broken or a clerk not moving fast enough. It's sweating the small stuff, things of no real consequence. It's being petty and overreacting when someone is being rude to you. It's not experiencing happiness, joy, contentment on a regular basis. It is burning out because you're constantly stressed out and have low-level anxiety running in the background. Emotional burnout happens to people at any level of success. H3H3 is a famous YouTuber that is huge with millions of fans online and a very successful channel. And Ethan made a video recently about how he burnt out and misses having fun. Everything on the outside would have shown that he's doing very well financially and socially. He stopped making videos. He said he was a better person before the success he has experienced. Despite 2017 being his channel's biggest year, he has attained everything he ever wanted, and it cost him his emotional well-being. I also have a personal example. I recently was working at a startup about a year ago, and at some point, I was working in sales, and at some point the commissions started coming in late, and eventually it started adding up that, the company owed me quite a bit of money. That kind of got me burnt out, and one of my biggest motivations was the commissions, and not getting them got me very frustrated, and emotionally I realized I got burnt out. I perpetually felt depressed, unmotivated, joyless, stressed, always thinking negative thoughts about the future and blaming myself for what I could have done differently. That is the definition of an emotional burnout. You just kind of feel stuck. Mental energy. How's your brain doing? Are you able to focus and concentrate in sustained periods of time? Or are you quickly losing focus and get distracted? Nothing so interferes with performance and engagement as the inability to concentrate on the task at hand. To perform at our best, we must be able to sustain concentration. Your mental energy is mainly your attention, your ability to focus on what you want, when you want, and consistently stay on it. I use a timer. I personally work in 90 minutes to 120 minute blocks of time, and I only focus on one thing. I cut everything out. I turn my phone off and don't answer any texts. I don't browse anything online. In fact, I don't even go online unless it's specifically that's what I'm working on. And that is the key muscle that you need to build for your mental energy. Spiritual energy. How's your motivation doing? Do you have a purpose in life and a clear set of values that drive your actions? Why are you doing what you're doing? Do you have an end goal that is bigger than yourself? Spiritual energy is a unique force for action in all dimensions of our lives. It is the most powerful source of our motivation, perseverance, and direction. We define spiritual not in the religious sense, but rather in more simple and elemental terms: the connection to a deeply held set of values and to a purpose beyond our self-interest. The way I see this is, it is a parent trying to give their child the best life they could give them. It is taking care of an elderly parent. It is knowing what you're here for. And it means that it will summon the energy, the physical, the emotional, and the mental to do what you need to do because you know the big reason why you gotta do it. That is it for part 1. I'm going to do part 2 of this series, and I'm going to provide a link here. Part 2 is going to go into how to renew the 4 energies and the habits that you need to build around them, so it's done automatically. And as always, if you like us, hit that little subscribe button and hit the little bell.